The meeting between Kulbhushan Jadhav and India's Deputy High Commissioner to Pakistan, Gaurav Ahluwalia, has concluded. The meeting that was held at an undisclosed location lasted 2 hours and 25 minutes. According to the Pakistan media, the location of the meeting was kept undisclosed for security reasons. Pakistani officials were present during the meeting but did not intervene. Earlier, Indian Deputy High Commissioner also met Pakistan's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mohammad Faisal. Before the meeting, India also reminded Pakistan to ensure fair access and to ensure the right atmosphere as per an order from the International Court of Justice. Remember, India had earlier declined Pakistan's consular access offer to Jadhav because of the conditions listed by Islamabad. The Imran Khan government wanted its officials to be present during the interaction between Indian officials and Jadhav, which is against the Vienna Convention. I want to go across to India Today's Hamza Amir live from Islamabad for more on this. Hamza, what can you tell us about this particular meeting between the Indian Deputy Envoy and Kulbhushan Jadhav? We understand that Pakistani officials were present, but they didn't intervene. Give us the details, Hamza.
Well, Shiv, the much-awaited Consular Access meeting was held earlier today. Gaurav Ahluwalia, the Indian Charge d'Affaires and also a Deputy High Commissioner, was actually present at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, even though officially no location was announced on where the meeting would be conducted, but it was also an understanding that it would be somewhere in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. As per Pakistan Standard Time, Gaurav Ahluwalia had reached the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at around 10:15 Standard Time in Pakistan, and he had a very detailed, extensive meeting with the Pakistani officials on how the proceedings of the council meeting will be taken forward. And at around 12:15 p.m., meeting had started, and in about 2 hours and 25 minutes the meeting ended. It was also diplomatic sources also confirmed that Pakistani officials in fact were present inside the meeting room and were actually observing what was being talked about, even though they were not allowed to intervene during the conversation. But having said that, the meeting hours as per assigned were 2 hours, but they stayed on for 2 hours and 25 minutes. Pakistani Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi will be detailing about the details of the meeting and what kind of conversation was held, or what facilities or what facilitations were given as per the Council Access later today in a press conference.
Okay, I want to bring in Foreign Affairs Editor Geeta Mohan as well. Geeta, what is the feedback that you're getting from the Foreign Office on this consular access? Anything to note? Were there objections? What happened?
Well, right now there has been no word from the Ministry of External Affairs, Shiv, because they'd wait for Gaurav to go back to the mission and get a briefing as to what exactly transpired. Again, I've been saying it all day long, Shiv, that there is nothing that one should be focusing on in terms of the content of the conversation, because we should not be surprised if Kulbhushan Jadhav yet again toes the establishment, Pakistani establishment's line, as he did when he met his mother and wife. What we should be looking at is that this is the first step in many steps that India has to take in ensuring that free and fair trial is carried out for Kulbhushan Jadhav. Once he has legal access, he has access to legal aid, that's when Kulbhushan Jadhav might start talking and telling the truth about the realities on the ground, the situation and his whereabouts when he was picked up by Pakistan. Having said that, right now there are no details that have come out in terms of what the conversation was, but yes, India had demanded unimpeded access, and if there was a Pakistani official in the room, then expect the entire conversation not to be in an environment free of fear, which is what the Indian officials always feared, because they knew that the entire room would be bugged, that there would be cameras. The Indian officials knew that, Kulbhushan Jadhav knew that, surely must have known that, but to have a Pakistani officer stand there and then to record conversations of Gaurav Ahluwalia with Kulbhushan Jadhav clearly shows that these were intimidating tactics that were used by Pakistan.
Okay, any feedback coming out of the Foreign Office or the Indian High Commission there, Hamza, about the manner in which this consular access was granted?
Well, no, we don't have any word from either side. In fact, what we've been told is that the details will be shared later today in what is expected to be a press conference being done by the Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi. But for now, we don't have any details on what was talked about. And I'm sure that because the whole episode was kept in such secrecy, not much details would be shared in down the line as well.
Okay, Geeta, considering what a troubling episode this has been, from the case in the International Court of Justice to pressure being brought to bear on Pakistan, isn't it unlikely that things would have gone on smoothly? And also one clarification, is this a one-time thing or will there be more such access?
Well, firstly, this was supposed to be a one-time thing if you look at just consular access. But consular access is never a one-time thing. It is only about, Shiv, when next will India get consular access? Because there were two important rulings and judgments of the ICJ. One is that free and fair trial has to be conducted of Kulbhushan Jadhav and not under military secrecy as was carried out earlier. And second, consular access at the earliest. Consular access, the first step has been provided, but for free and fair trial, more consular access will have to be provided in the future. Legal aid and legal access to lawyers from the Indian side will also have to be provided to Kulbhushan Jadhav. So Shiv, we'll have to wait and see whether if Pakistan will hold its end of the bargain when they were represented at the ICJ as well and accepted the judgment of the International Court of Justice. So we'll have to see whether if Pakistan really sticks to the ICJ ruling and gives both, not just the consular access today, but all the access that's required for free and fair trial. Unless and until that happens, justice certainly will not be delivered to Kulbhushan Jadhav. Right now, there is no word coming in from Ministry of External Affairs as to what really transpired. But suffice to say, if there was a Pakistani official in the room, then it was not in a an environment free of fear. But again, we'll have to ask the Ministry of External Affairs. There is a briefing that will be held in some time from now. It is on Prime Minister's visit to Russia, but certainly questions on this also will be posed, Shiv, and we'll be asking them as to why did we go ahead with the meeting if they did not agree to not have a Pakistani official in the room.
Okay, so that's the bottom line really, that there was a Pakistani official in the room there, so it couldn't have been a free and a non-intimidating exchange of words between Kulbhushan Jadhav and Deputy High Commissioner to Pakistan, Gaurav Ahluwalia. So we're going to keep a very strong focus on this story. As soon as the External Affairs Ministry from either side has anything to say, we'll bring that to you first here on India Today. The fight for Kulbhushan Jadhav continues. Thanks very much, Geeta and Hamza, for that. Reactions coming in on the story as well. Listen in.
कि जो आईसीजी का और दबाव और इंटरनेशनल दबाव जो भारत पाकिस्तान के ऊपर गिरा था वही काम आ रहा है और भारत सरकार ऐसे ही दबाव बना के रख के और जब तक कुलभूषण जाधव जी सही सलामत भारत में वापस नहीं आते उनके माँ बाप के बीच अपने देश के अपने दोस्तों के बीच तब तक भारत दबाव बनाए रखे और इस बात को हमेशा ध्यान रखे कि उनकी पाकिस्तान की मूवमेंट क्या होती रही।
भारत ने अपने अथक प्रयत्नों से 3 साल में बहुत सारी चीज़ों को किया, आईसीजी को अपने फेवर में किया, बहुत सारे तथ्यों को रखा, तो ये बहुत ही उम्मीद जगाता है कि आज मिलने के बाद में कम से कम भारत को उनके मुंह से ये बात समझने में आएगी कि क्या आगे की स्ट्रेटेजी कैसे करनी है उसके।
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.